What's going on, YouTubers? I'm Kevin0015. Welcome to another episode of my Top 5. And today's episode is my top 5 favorite Family Guy episodes. So let's dip into it and swim to the facts. Here we go. Number 1. Road to the multi-universe. It's a wonderful day for pie. You can ask all the birds in the sky, and they'll tell you real sweet with a musical tweet. It's a wonderful day for pie. Great episode. That part of the episode is my favorite, the Disney part. It's really funny, it's got 2 curse words in it. No, it's got a few curse words in it. Like, there's one part where they go to the political universe, and he's like describing all these jokes and stuff like that, and he's like, oh, that's funny. You don't get it. McCain Feingold, and he's like, you don't get it. He's like, oh, I do. I definitely do. He's like, why is there, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he's like, why is there a cat with $ for eyes coming over here with a bucket full of something and standing over a Statue of Liberty, something like that. And he's like, oh, that'll wake people up. And Stewie's like, shut the fuck up. It's really funny. And they go to a Robot Chicken universe, and Chris is like, oh yeah, it's He-Man and all those other people, and those shows existed. And Stewie's like, how's it feel to be on a network for 15 minutes? He's like, fuck you! And then they went away. It was really funny. It was a really funny episode. You got to explore Stewie and Brian and, all those universes, and it was really fucking cool. Number 2, the Hurricane episode. That was awesome. I don't like doing drugs, but that episode was funny. Where Brian took the mushrooms and he started freaking the fuck out. It was so funny. And, it was just, the whole thing was funny. Meg was, finally flipping out on her parents and telling everybody about themselves. And she got deep, too. And the fucked up part is, she wasn't lying, and she wasn't making shit up. She was telling it how it was. So it was really funny. And Peter didn't even realize he was getting insulted. He said, wait a minute, these are all insults. I'm offended. So it was really funny. One of my, obviously, top 5 favorite episodes. Number 3, and then there were fewer. It is that episode where they were copying off of the movie and board game Clue. Really funny. It was an hour long, I believe, and I believe it was the first episode in HD ever in Family Guy. And I'm a nerd. It's my job to know these things. And it was a really funny episode because, they ended up finding out Diane was the murderer. What's his name? Tom Tucker got accused at first, and he was about to go to jail, and then, all that shit. And it had a great ending because, had a great ending because Diane was about to shoot Lois because Lois was the only one who figured out Diane was the real murderer, and Diane was about to shoot Lois and make her fall. And, when she died, she was going to fall off the cliff, and she was pulled, cocked it back, and then Diane got shot, and she fell off, and then she's like, thank you, whoever you are, and then Lois walked away, and Stewie's like, if anybody's going to kill that bitch, it's going to be me. And then the episode ended. It was an awesome way to end it. So yeah, that was definitely an awesome episode, and not to mention how funny it was. Number 4. Oh, the FCC episode. Peter TV, that's what it's called, it's PTV. I love that episode mostly because the FCC song. That is a funny-ass song. If you've never heard the FCC song, 1, something wrong with you. 2, you gotta go listen to it. And if you've listened to it, listen to it again! I love myself. So, that was really funny. If you find yourself with some young sexy thing, You'll have to go and do her with your ding-a-ling. Ah! 'Cause you can't say penis. It's pretty much, they say in that song everything you're not allowed to say on TV because they're pushing the envelope with the FCC. Really funny episode. And last but not least, The Splendid Source. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, it's the episode where Cleveland, Joe, Quagmire, and Peter, they all go on a road trip trying to find the source of this joke that they heard. It's a funny fucking joke, too. Even funnier uncensored. So if you don't know what the joke is, either watch that episode or find the joke online. It is freaking funny. So, yeah, it was a really funny-ass episode. And, pretty much they were all happy they got out of there alive and shit, and at the end of it, Cleveland's like, alright, let's go home now so I can fuck my wife. It was a great episode, and I love Family Guy to death. So, that's pretty much it, guys. My top 5 favorite Family Guy episodes. I can watch them all day, every day, any day. So, I will catch you guys on the flippity floppity, and I'll see you next week.